10 seconds remaining.
Alchemist.
You don't worry about it in the laning phase, but you will try and put pressure more as you start going into the mid game, try and slow down that radiance time. You're not going to prevent it entirely, obviously. It's going to be, again, looking very similar to the last game, where they didn't worry so much about the Naga Siren, they just kind of focused on
Oh, no. Just barely off the mark there with that Sunstrike. SC is still taking a lot of damage here, but Kaka is going to be there in position to help him out. It was interesting, Crit moved just into the mid lane, knew that he wanted to go over for that Alchemist because of that ward that was placed up on the high ground, giving them vision, but that did also tip them off the fact that they were heading over in this direction.
Yeah, very, very smart. I like the fact that he went instead of offlane camp. Oh, maybe they can catch KP here. He does have another Sandstorm, though. Never mind.
Oh, Sunstrike comes through. Oh,
Jesus.
barely. And that was a best use as well, correct? I believe it was.
Wow. It just doesn't come online until you have that Blink Dagger for the Slardar. The Earthshakers, it's like, it's nice if it happens earlier, but before that time, we do have the Tusk, who is a secondary vehicle for the Lifestealer to work with. It's kind of similar to Earth Spirit in that regard. It's a nice support initiator that lets the Lifestealer win condition. So, a very aggressive maneuver here by EG. I like the fact that they're wrapping so deep around behind mid, trying to catch one of these supports in the process. They want to be able to get this pick off and then turn it into a push onto this mid-tier 1 tower, because it's already chipped down to 5.
Well, they're right there on top of Kaka. He's going to immediately get out, and now EG call the panic button, but U9 rotating in. Turning around, go for the Echo Slam. Make it happen, baby. And now KP, he's going to jump there onto the Tusk. So Crit in a little bit of trouble there, trying to go for a little bit more. This kid quite in range to lock it off, but they have been able to find another kill on Sumail. Kaka dropping low, and now the Burrow Strike onto 2. Is it going to be enough damage, though, to find any of these kills? Crit walking away is going to be alive. They're going to take down KP. Triple kill for Sumail. Oh, he has had a hell of a game. Oh, almost there with the Sunstrike, but not quite online. Sumail. It's a Midas on his way out. Give me that farm.
That one with an Alchemist, having any kind of net worth lead is good, but it's a pretty dramatic one at that. 2,500 lead.
Stage, it's something that's going to become more and more pronounced. Sumail finding himself another kill there in the mid lane. Just a quick Sunstrike. Those can happen at any point in time. Quite a tough one indeed. It did look like there's, again, some movement around. The Alchemist trying to find farm wherever possible. He does have his armor done and building towards that. I think that just because of the capital point, it's not going to matter. Oh, Universe. He's going to die here. Sunstrike not able to kill Kaka. But we do also have a rotation in from the Tusk to the Lightstealer inside of him towards mid. I don't know if they're going to catch SC, though.
No, Evil Genius is, I've had actually notorious at having a hard time against Naga Siren and Alchemist drafts, but they've really done like a lot of homework in that regard. Look at it, they constantly are rotating into the offlane camp area. They're going to find the Alchemist here and bring him down, it looks like.
Sunstrike comes through and that finds the kill. Sumail, he's gotten a lot of gold at this early stage. I think, does he have all of their kills at this point? 5-0-0.
This guy is, he's halfway through an Aghanim Scepter as well.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower.
So he's actually called.
A lot dropping here for Universe. They'll find the kill. Epicenter down as well as Omni, but Newbee, they just need to get something going for themselves here.
0% kill participation, 100%.
I mean, that's the way these heroes work, though, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, sure.
But yeah, it's definitely a much cleaner performance for Kaka, setting up on Sumail here. Still quite hard to find initiation, get a kill, but if they could somehow find it, it would be huge.
Pretty safe lane tower going to be given away. Probably on both sides. I'm not sure if you really want to head up to that top lane. It would be ill-advised to try and scramble to save that tower when Newbee's already set up on it. To get too aggressive at this point. But, Universe wants to fight this.
The upright still in a little bit of trouble. They've got the spin forward, trying to bring him low. He had a really good start to the game, but now they get the recall in on RTZ. They drop the Echo Slam, able to turn it. They take down U9. Well played. KP hiding in the trees and should be able to get his TP out. That was a quick turnaround.
Yeah, that was it was kind of the unique situation, I guess, with the Keeper of the Light. Finn is doing nothing because Universe is actually pretty high level. He has 1100 HP at this point, and he's got some extra armor. The Bolt, the Stout Shield, and the Iron Talon. So
Yes.
Brit is going to find an opening on Faye here. That's another free pickoff.
Yeah, nice little pickup here. Brit is not super high level as of yet, but they're actually going to be able to get the courier as well. SC trying to turn and fight this one, gets the stun, and it is going to be able to find the kill with U9 onto that Tusk, picking up the sigil of boot.
Support hero like Keeper of the Light, he's always able to shove in a different lane. So there's two lanes that are constantly pressuring into.
Oh, they're on top of that, Steven. Trying to go for a counter game, but they've already lost their Alchemist. And, well, it looks like that's going to be more dropping for Newbee. Snowball pulling in RTZ with the Taka. In trouble, is going to drop. You mentioned how quickly it can happen. The Echo Slam from Universe combo together, and now they push back in the Warlock as well. Fate's gonna fall. U9 hands down, there's the finisher. There's the right click. It's a team wipe. EG showing no mercy.
It does look like this is going to be just a very clean 2-0 for Evil Geniuses. They're even getting the extra kill, you could say, on the Warlock Golem. And another extra 100 gold. Roshan as well. Tier 2s are going to be free for the taking. And Alchemist is going to have no space to be able to farm around.
AP trying to do whatever he can. It's going to drop. Oh, it interrupted. Sunstrike is going to connect. They throw in the boulder as well to try and stop this road, but it was never going to be enough. Against the Aegis.
You know, it's like already it feels like you're taking a big loss, having to use an epicenter.
You can see the idea there. Like normally baiting out an Alchemist, or even just that smoke movement and thinking that they're going to be able to go forward into the jungle and then the Alchemist follows is a great play, but GG smoking it at the same time, having more tools at their disposal to find the
What have we here?
Sumail finds another kill in the meantime.
Another Sunstrike kill.
AP down. Sumail's
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Kind of performances time after time.
Dyer's
They
bottom
needed
tower
something to
is
kind of
under
change
attack.
to flip the script. You know, we could kind of see where this game was going, and Newbee needed to try and change something rather than just
Dyer's bottom tower
and farm
is
waiting for
taking
EG
a
to take the
beating.
first steps.
Dyer's
Well,
bottom
and
tower
maybe
is
it's a hero selection thing too. I know that in the past, KP playing Slardar was a lot of ways to help enable his team early, sprinting around the map and trying to help out the mid lane. But whatever the case ends up being, we're at a state now where EG are not going to be denied. Rage, Alacrity, everything thrown on top of Arteezy. He's just going to beat away at that tower. And it isn't even daytime at this point. You could maybe argue with a couple more minutes before that comes up that EG could wait for it, but I mean, they're just doing so comfortable. They don't even feel the need to.
A little bit of tier 3 chip to see if they can unlock the shrines with this Aegis. I'm not sure if they really plan on trying to actually take Rax's. It looks like
here we go. Tier 3 down. Arteezy just going to hit away at the melee barracks now. Can back out after the rage. And Newbee, they need to do something. Sitting here is not going to answer it. There isn't really a great response in any fashion.
EG know there's going to be probably some sort of epicenter play going to be attempted.
Gun, silence. Force Arteezy fairly low there. Maybe just wait for daytime at this point or just play back out.
The daytime would make a big difference, right? If you had that sustain from the Keeper of the Light as the Infinite Blast, he would RTZ up every single time he pushed into high ground. They could easily take melee racks, or at least force Newbee into finally making that big play, but it's not going to happen. EG, back up, take the shrine. Daytime is up another. There's no reason they can't just control the lanes again, just like they did last time. Yeah.
So that one kind of hurts. It's a struggle. But again, movement in. Can keep the pressure on this tower. Thinking about the sort of macro sense of it, does this give you a lot more? I know that people were really concerned for EG going into day number 2. Or are your concerns alleviated a little bit here?
Not entirely, just because I think they're very similar to Liquid. I kind of took the time this morning to watch that IGB series that they had, and kind of similar to Liquid, it just seemed like they got a little sloppy. I had faith that they would be able to make the comeback, but this series alone was not.
When you lose a hero like that, well, Sumail is taking a shrine on the other side of the map, and they're still keeping the lane pushed in top. There's just no momentum or any type of agency being felt right now from the side of Newbee. And Rage up. Arteezy gonna hit this. They're not able to manage dodge away from that one. Melee Barracks about to die. They can back out, do it all again in a second, and now it's daytime as well, I do believe, in just a second here.
Yeah. Whatever reason, day, nighttime is always a little bit messed up. Like, you should have those healing Illuminate Blasts, so Evil Geniuses will just siege and siege and siege, and it's going to be Newbee forced into some big initiation, some big epicenter play or something like that. And EG, they're maintaining a very good spread. They have Arteezy on the front lines up here, right? And they usually have this spread across, where with their Blink Daggers, like, say, Snowball, they're ready to jump inwards, but they're making sure that the epicenter forward play is not going to be very effective.
Who's the hero to jump on if you're Newbee? Is it the Invoker, or do you have to go on like the same hero with the Tusks? I feel like there's just too many targets. They're going to go on for the Earthshaker at least to start. If they jump kill, the Snowball, he's going to save him but pull him down to the south side. Meanwhile, Arteezy keeps on hitting onto the Alchemist, forces him to pop the Shrine. EG can just reset, no Golem now.
Yeah, they wanted to stop the big initiator while simultaneously going forward with the chaotic offering. It looks like it was kind of a two-pronged defense, but they're just not strong enough.
Radiant's middle barracks fallen.
There is no answer in the least today. Blinding Light pushback as well. It's going to keep Q9 out of the fight throughout the whole course of this, and with the creep wave pushing in, time to go in for another one. Newbee, no answers for this.
Oh, nice center.
Okay, bro. Huge dominate. That team is actually going to be able to find at least two, a third one as well. Okay, that works. Arteezy still hitting the tower, though.
Can they actually deal with Arteezy? Can't they bring him down? He's just going to jump inside AC right now because he needs a fighting item rather than the Octarine, which would give them more split pushing.
They're still ready to go up at a moment's notice if they need to. And being a long day and all, maybe want to finish this one off before too long. They're going to go forward, hit this melee barracks. Arteezy. Really any way to stop him, and that one's going to go down. He's going to be profit. Infinite combination. He's able to get the toggle off. There's going to be the Echo Slam. For EG, but it does not look like it's going to be enough. And GG gets called. That's it. They're over.
EG, they came back. I mean, theoretically, Newbee should be the stronger team. In comparison to IGP, Newbee has been the top Chinese team for such a long time that Evil Genius is dropping those two games against IG.